Hi, Jasmine. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. It's really great to see you. Um,
Me too.
why don't you catch me up on how this last week has been for you?
So I feel like it's been like a really good week so far. Um, as far as work goes, um, I've been doing really well, like making a lot of sales. So I'm happy about that. Because who doesn't like making a lot of money? Um, I've stuck to my goal. So like I've went to the gym 2 times a week. Um, and I haven't missed a day, so I'm super happy about that. My trainer, he's super happy. We've been working a lot, like just on trying to like build my endurance and just get me used to working out. And I feel like, I mean, even though it's only been a couple weeks, I feel like I've gotten a little better because I know I said that I hate exercising, which I still do, but I feel like I'm getting like used to it and my body is starting to adjust to like the routine. So far it's been pretty good. And I'm just happy that I'm starting to get used to it because I know that I'll start to see results if I keep doing it.
Hmm. Yeah, and I just want to say that you seem so much happier than you have, and that makes me really happy for you. And I've always said this. I said, you deserve the happiness, and I want to talk a little bit more about this experience of you going to the gym, and you working out with a trainer and things like that. How often are you going to the gym right now?
So twice a week
Okay.
on usually like Mondays and Wednesdays. And Mondays I'll work with the trainer, and then Wednesdays I'll go to the group classes. Um, and like so far, like I said, I haven't missed any days, and my trainer like tries to hold me accountable. So like he'll text me on Mondays to remind me like this is the day that we're supposed to be working together, and then on Wednesdays I just go on my own. I have like an alarm on my phone. Um, but so far, like I feel like it's been really good. Actually, the last week I went to like a group yoga class, and like after the class, these girls came up to me and they asked like if I wanted to go like get smoothies with them. So I mean, it was like it was exciting, and I did go, and it was just nice like to go out and talk to people, even though like we were complete strangers, like introducing ourselves. And um, they were all from Las Vegas, so they were excited to hear that I am not from Vegas and I just moved. Well, not just, but that I moved here and didn't really know a lot of people. So I mean, it was just a really good week, and I'm really happy that I met some new people. Um, Hopefully, they come like to the next class this upcoming week so I can see them again. But I definitely feel like it was a step in the right direction to making some friends. And so yeah, I just feel really good this week.
Yeah, and this is some really exciting news. And actually, this is one of our biggest goals is you creating, relationships with people and you developing new friendships because that was your biggest thing, right? It's that you were feeling so lonely because you just didn't have those close relationships despite everything else going great in your life when it came to like work and things like that. So that's really exciting. And I do want to ask, did you get their numbers? Do you have like their contact info in case you do want to hang out again?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we exchanged numbers, and like they follow me on Instagram. So I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna text them and ask them are they coming to like the next class, because I don't know if that'll seem like I'm like being annoying, but I'm hoping like if I don't see them at this week's upcoming class, I think I'll text them and ask if maybe they're coming next week
Well,
just to
kind of
see.
remember, yeah, and kind of remember too how when we were discussing before about you going to the group class and you thought, well, maybe I'll be awkward if I try to talk to them, and but that's not the case. And I told you, I said, what's the worst that can happen, right? And I'm gonna say it again, what's the worst that can happen if you text them? I mean, are they gonna really text me and be like, all right, you're weird, And if that's the case, then they're not your friends. They're not the ones. So I mean, yeah, and I just think this is really exciting for you. And like I said, you're smiling more, you just seem more happy. And on top of that, you have this new workout routine, and that will help with your self image, which I know was another concern.
Mhm.
So let's talk about that a little bit more about how you feel about the way your physical appearance is now. Like, do you feel like a little bit more self confident?
I feel I yes, so I'll say I do feel a little more self-confident, and I feel motivated, but I also feel like it's achievable because like before, like I said, I mean I never really exercised because I don't really like exercising,
Hmm.
but the thought of like having to exercise to get the body I want seemed like impossible.
Hmm.
And now that I'm working with my trainer and we're doing the exercises, but he's also been like giving me like these meal plans and um
Okay.
just like stuff to help with weight loss because he said that it's not just about working out. Um and it's like 50% working out, 50% what you eat. So that's been kind of challenging. Um but I feel like I can do it
Mhm.
because I I've like I said, I haven't missed a day. And so I feel like if I can keep that up, then I'll see some progress along with like changing my diet. Um and so yeah, like I haven't seen any progress physically,
Mhm.
but I feel like mentally I'm in a space where I can get to the physical.
Yeah, and just remember too, it all starts mentally, right? Like, to make positive changes in our life, we need to make that shift mentally, and it sounds like that's where you're at. You know what I mean? I mean, I think from before you shift a lot of negative thoughts into some really positive thought patterns and thinking that will take you to the next level and into a direction that you want to be in. And it sounds like you're heading in the right direction from what it sounds like. So how are you feeling right now with all of this, with this like brand new routine in your life? How are you feeling?
I feel like I think it's funny that you said like brand new because that's kind of like how I feel. I feel
Good.
I'm almost like a different person, but in a good way. So like I feel like some of the negative thoughts and just general negativity that I've had in my life. I mean, most of it I know is me and like my thought process, but I feel like I'm moving in a good direction and it feels like not as hopeless. Like I feel like I have something to look forward to. And that I'm moving to a place where I can be happy and not like second guess everything or just feel like I don't have any friends or my life sucks or anything like that. I feel like I have some opportunities and like some tools to build the life that I want.
Yeah,
And so
that's great, and I'm so happy to hear it. And just remember that opportunities are everywhere to make changes. And I think you just found one where you're at the gym, and then you're in a group class, and now you created this opportunity to meet people, and now you're getting smoothies. You know what I mean? And it happens just like that sometimes. So I'm really happy for you, and I'm really excited to hear how how you're like I said, in the direction where you want to be, and where you weren't just a few months ago, Um, and then with that, I wanted to ask you about how your drinking was going, because I know that before you were kind of using alcohol as, something to help with your sadness and things like that. How is that going?
it's going really well. Um I didn't drink at all this week because I've been like super busy. I'm trying to cut down. like on drinking in general because my trainer just said like alcohol is not going to help me reach the goals that I want. And so he did recommend like only drinking light liquor, which I mean in general I was pretty much doing, and red wine. But yeah, I think so far it's been pretty good. And like the only time that I've drank recently is when I was out like with some friends, not out, but like on the Zoom calls
Hmm.
um I had with my friends back home. So I think it's been good. Like I haven't had the desire to drink like if I was feeling sad or if I felt stressed, like, oh, I need to drink. So I'm happy about that.
Good. And I want to say that this is your first whole week without drinking in a while, correct?
Yeah.
Because every week I know we got it down to 2 days, and then we got it down to 1 day, and then just then it was only when you were celebrating, and now it's you didn't even have the desire to drink this week.
Hmm.
So you've done amazing, and you've shown so much progress in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy about that. And I mean, I never really felt good when I drank, but it was better than feeling sad, if
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm happy that I can like replace it with something else or not need to replace it with anything if that makes sense.
Mhm. And it's something that fits into your new meal plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What does your meal plan look like?
So I stopped eating red meat, and
Okay.
so like I've like substituted it with turkey, mostly turkey, chicken, or like seafood, and then like heavy vegetables, so, like asparagus, broccoli, um, stuff that I like because I really don't like a whole bunch of vegetables.
Mhm.
Um, and then lots of water. So like at least I haven't been able to reach the goal every day, but my trainer he wanted me to drink like at least 8 bottles of water a day.
Mhm.
Which is a lot of water.
It is.
So I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I'm trying to drink only water and like cut out juice and soda. So far it's been pretty good. The worst part is just like having to cook
Yeah.
every day because you can't buy fast food. So
Mhm.
that's probably like the only downside, but it's other than that, it's been pretty good and easy to stick to for the most part.
And I did want to ask, when did you implement this new diet into your routine? Was it just recently?
It was just recently because he first introduced it to me like the first our first day training together. Um, but it took me a minute to like get into it. Um, and so I want to say maybe for like the last 3 weeks, I've been like sticking to it really, really strictly. And before I'd like have it in the back of my mind, but here and there I don't feel like cooking. I'm just gonna go get some fast food or I want some juice or something like that. So yeah, probably like within the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. So it seems like the more progress you make, the more motivation you have for
Hmm.
change.
Yeah.
The more progress you see, you want to make even more changes, and that's
Yeah. And
that's
I
fantastic.
thank you. I will say I feel like changing my diet has helped with my mood, like aside from just the exercising. Because I know like my trainer, he was saying like what you put in your body. I mean, obviously it does matter, but he said that it could affect your mood, like as far as like your energy and like feeling sluggish throughout the day. I will say I think I've noticed that um I've felt a little bit more energized, so I do think it is helping.
Yeah. So it's really great to have this trainer in your life because he's providing you with a lot of education, it seems like. And
Yeah.
that with some psychoeducation, I think you're just utilizing everything in the best way that you can. So you're doing great with everything, all the knowledge that you've gained because you're actually working with it. And not a lot of people do. I think it takes a lot of work, but I think you're doing it and you're really sticking to it, and that's great. And I think you're going to see the results that you want a lot faster. that way. So
Yeah.
you're doing amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Um, and then kind of going into a different direction, I wanted to ask you, how is your relationships going with your friends back from Ohio? Are you still keeping in contact with them?
Yeah. So we have kept in contact. We've done a couple more of the Zoom, I don't want to say parties, but like the Zoom hangouts, I guess, where we're just like talking, catching up, and like we may drink wine. Sometimes we just talk, but so far it's been pretty good. And they've said I seem happier. So that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in general, I would say I feel happier, and I don't feel like jealous because I know before we had talked about like a lot of my sadness just comes from not being able to do the stuff that they're doing or like seeing them out together on Instagram and knowing that I'm like thousands of miles away and by myself. So I think our relationships are better um, in general, and I think that my view of our relationships has gotten better, and so I'm definitely happy about that. I don't know when the next time I am gonna go home, but I know that when I do go home, I do want to make it like a point to actually see them in person. So
Yeah,
that's something that I'm looking forward to.
yeah, yeah. That's great. That's really awesome to hear. I'm really happy that you're able to also sustain those relationships while possibly making some new ones.
Hmm.
And that's great. And then work is going well too. It seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've been working primarily like my main job, selling insurance, and it's been going well. I've been able to like make some extra sales and get some extra money, so I haven't really needed to do um, the cyber chat thing that I usually do to like make extra money on the side, which is good because most of the time um, I'm kind of tired like after working out, so I don't really feel like getting back on the computer. And plus, just like being on the computer all day selling insurance during the day,
yeah.
um, it's just after a while it can get like annoying. But so far, like financially, I'm doing pretty well. So I would say yeah, work's going pretty good.
Good. So it sounds like to me that you have a lot of good things going on in your life now, even more so from before, where work is going good. You're staying connected with some old friends and your family as well. And you have this new workout routine. You're eating better. You're feeling more energized, and you're possibly making new friends out there in Vegas. Which that was such a problem for you, where you almost felt like you were going to come back because you just didn't have any friends and you're feeling so lonely. So a lot of this progress that you made for yourself is fantastic, and it's really great to hear. And with that, I also want to talk to you about what goals that we can set for this coming week to work on for you.
I
Did you
think
have any in mind?
the biggest goal is probably trying to interact more with maybe like some more people in my group class. Because like I said, I met a couple people, but maybe like trying to meet some more or like introduce myself to maybe at least like one person. Um, so I think that's one goal. I want to keep going to class um, once a week and then keep meeting with my trainer. So I want to work out at least twice a week and keep that up so I can not miss any days. And then I think I want to keep up with my diet and like actually I want to try to get to the 8 bottles because the 8 bottles
Okay.
of water, I think I want to try to do that.
Have you tried adding those little flavors to the water
No, I
too? Yeah, those like those little 0 calorie flavors, just to make water not as plain, so you would want to drink it more. I think that would be really helpful for you to drink, because that is a lot of water.
yeah.
I think that would be great for you. Another goal I actually want to challenge you with is maybe texting those friends that you made from the group, maybe texting them and asking them, um, to possibly meet up again and maybe for smoothies again or for something like that. If you don't see them at the gym, maybe you don't necessarily have to say like, are you going to the gym today? Maybe you could just be like, hey, I'll be at the gym, and if you're there, would you want to get smoothies again? Maybe do it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll try your way because that sounds like a little less awkward than like, hey, are you gonna be at
it,
the
it is hard too when you're just meeting new people and you haven't really had those social connections in a long time. So don't feel bad. Sometimes it takes practice to like talk to people, right?
Yeah.
Um, so those are some really amazing goals, and I have no doubt that you can do it. And I've always said too, if for whatever reason like you were unable to reach a goal, that's fine. You're a work in progress, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So I really feel like you can't change overnight. I just think you will always be a work in progress, and if you don't reach a goal, that's fine. We can talk about it, and we can always improvise and change things as we go too.
Okay.
Um, and with that actually being said, I wanted to talk to you about something else. So we actually only do have two more therapy sessions left together. Um, we will be terminating soon, and I wanted to know how you felt about that.
So I feel like I'm a little sad just because I feel like it's been nice like having somebody to talk to. Um, but I mean I understand like we're not gonna just talk forever. So I mean I get it. I think I'm just nervous about like how I'm gonna do once we stop meeting and if like I'll be able to maintain for like the long run, like once we're done. So yeah, that's probably like my only concern. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very understandable. And feeling a little bit nervous and concerned is really normal for people that are ending therapy with a clinician. Um, but I have no doubt in my mind that you're still going to make great progress. That you're still going to keep moving in the right direction. I think that you are just really motivated, and when you want something, you get it done, and when you want something, you work really hard for it, and that's in every aspect of your life. So I have no doubt that you'll be just fine. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
it is very bittersweet.
Yeah.
Um, did you have any questions or concerns before ending today's therapy session?
So you said we have two sessions left
Yes.
after this session.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, and if you ever come up with questions, you have my information. You can always email me, and then we could talk about it. I'll email back, or we could talk about it in the next session. Otherwise, I hope you have a really great week, and good luck on um, hanging out with your new friends and all of that. And I can't wait to hear about it next week.
Thank you. Yep, I'm looking forward to next week.
All right. Have a good night. Okay.
All right, you too.
Okay. Bye.